the United States naval base of Pearl Harbor from multiple directions.
On December 7, 1941, the Empire of Japan launched a surprise attack on the U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, pulling the United States onto World War II. But what drove Japan to make this dramatic gamble, one that many historians say underestimated U.S. strength yet was thought necessary at that time? From the 1930s, Japan sought to expand its empire across East Asia and the Pacific to secure natural resources like oil, rubber, and metal, which it lacked at home. Its invasion of Manchuria in 1931 and then China in 1937 marked this expansion. But this expansion brought Japan into conflicts with the Western powers, especially the United States, which began imposing embargoes and sanctions that cut off Japan's access to critical oil supplies. By mid-1941, many in the Japanese leadership believed the war with the US was inevitable unless the Japanese backed down from its expansion, something national policy makers refused to do. Japan chose a strategy that combined offensive gains with a decisive-strike doctrine. Strike first to cripple the US Pacific Fleet and then secure its greater East Asia co-prosperity sphere in Southeast Asia. On November 26, 1941, Japanese attack fleet set sail to strike Pearl Harbor over 4,000 miles from Japan, marking the culmination of months of planning. Goals of the attack were to destroy the Pacific Fleet so it couldn't stop Japanese conquest of resource-rich Southeast Asia, buy time for Japan to fortify its perimeter before a US counterattack, shock US morale to force negotiations rather than full-scale war. Japan believed that by severely damaging US naval power, it could force the United States onto negotiations that allowed Japan to keep its gains. Japan underestimated two key facts: that US industrial capacity could be turned to war production rapidly, that the attack would galvanize American resolve rather than deter it. I fear all we have done is awaken a sleeping giant attributed to Admiral Yamamoto, popularized through debated. Japan also missed several critical targets at Pearl Harbor. All depots and repair yards and all US aircraft carriers were not present during the attack. While initially successful, the attack did not stop the US involvement. Within 6 months at the Battle of Midway, the tide turned with the significant American victory. Japanese decision to attack the United States was the result of years of aggression, expansion, economic pressures, and strategic gambles. It succeeded tactically in 1941, but strategically it helped create the force that would defeat Japan by 1945. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like and subscribe for more strategic history videos like this. Democracy and Content Network. Thanks for having us, ladies and gentlemen.